Helps if I turn my sound mixer on, doesn't it? Gemma, welcome. Yes, you are first. Gemma, don't need to be sorry. It's fine.
I must have been seeing things.
Quite a flighty.
The real cat love, welcome.
Pew, pew, Barney McGrew, Cuthbert Dibble, Grub.
BBC, London.
It should be Fortnite, yes. Hopefully.
The rumours? What rumours?
Yay, we've missed you.
Yes!
We've missed having DMT on the team.
First go round.
Intro, behave. Oh dear, my intro's gone a bit silly. Crash. I was baited by the 30 coin. So the question is, do we put clothes on before we fight Ganon, or do we do it in our underwear? Eva, welcome.
Boys, get this man a diaper.
It does sound interesting, doesn't it? I've been looking at this game for a while. Well, it only came out last week, I think. 2 weeks ago.
Where are my donuts?
Hello. How are we all today? I hope we are doing well. Debbie, welcome. Eva, welcome. The Real Cat Love, welcome. And Gemma, welcome. That was in reverse order of how you turned up. I think I'm okay. I'm tired, but I'm not sure whether that's just from lack of sleep last night or being stabbed. Yeah, I had my second COVID injection this morning. So, I don't know. I think I feel okay. I just wasn't up to playing Fall Guys. It's like, Fall Guys, nah. Fall Guys is effort. Fall Guys is effort. So we're just going to have a chilled stream. I have my first jab on the 28th. Awesome. Awesome. I'm sure it'll be all good. Right, so I couldn't find a copy of Mario Golf today, and I didn't have enough money to buy it. That's not an invitation for anyone else to buy it for me. I will get it at my own time. And from the reviews I read as well, it's like, I think it'll be better in about 6 months' time, Mario Golf, once they've released some of the free updates they're going to do for it. So I'll get it when it's on sale at some point. So I decided to get Game Builder Garage as well, because, you know, play games, I should learn how to make them. So yeah, so let's do some interactive lessons. Grab the apple. I can't grab the apple. It looks like you need some help. Don't be shy, I'm here to help. You can call me Bob. Alright, Bob. You're in a spot of bother because you couldn't finish the game right. I am. It's like I pressed the B button and I'm just not jumping. Gemma, you don't need to be sorry. You're at work. That's a totally acceptable reason. Okay, acceptable reasons to not be at my stream. Work. Because you're doing something else. All valid reasons for you not to be here. You couldn't jump by pressing B. So you can't reach the apple. Pac-Man, welcome. This is true. I can't jump. I can't jump. It says I can jump, but I can't. There's a reason for that, you know. You see, the thing is, the game is still under construction. With the way it is now, you could spend your whole life trying and you'd never beat it. Oh my god. Celestial, welcome. Have you been having a great day? Miss Bree, welcome. Long time no see. It's been ages. It's been ages. Oh, please don't get mad. I'm not going to get mad just because you haven't finished building the game. If we do a deep dive into the game, we'll soon get it finished. Behind the curtain, so to speak. Why don't we do that right now? Okay. Could you press this? I could, look. There we go. Oh my god, this is confusing. Oh, if it isn't our Bob, good to see you, darling. You alright? Well, hey, it's Bob. Boing. Oh, I see the problem. The B button is not attached to my character. Therefore, I can't jump. That's the problem. Welcome inside the game, Ninqueso. So you want to know about our friends here. These beings are called Nodon. There's all kinds of different Nodon living inside your Nintendo Switch console. I hope they don't get out and cause problems. I don't want Nodon running around my flat. I think Kelly would eat them. If you call up a Nodon onto this here program screen, then connect them together, then pal, you're actually altering the game's program. This place where we use Nodons to do programming has a nifty little name. What is it called? The Game Builder Garage. Way. That little fragment of game you played earlier was also programmed in the Game Builder Garage. Why am I calling it garage? It's garage. Yes, we went to get a donut, and then we looked in the shops, and then I couldn't find Mario Golf. Then I saw Miitopia, and I was very tempted by Miitopia in Tesco, because it was like £32, and I was like, that is really cheap. But I'm going to get some more vouchers from Tesco soon, so I'll be able to get like £5 off as well if I just wait a little bit. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to probably wait a couple of weeks and then we'll get Miitopia. because I want to play that. Oh, right. Yes, let's finish the game. What's with the blank look you're giving me, Ninqueso? I'm not giving you a blank look. I know what I'm doing. Krispy Kreme donuts as well. Strawberries and cream I had. Because they don't have the peanut butter ones anymore, which I'm very disappointed by. You're going to use programming to finish building this game? It's not as daunting as it might sound. All we need to do is make it so pressing B lets you jump. I'm going to guess if we're down here, it's just not connected to the jump. See the output port on this button node on. Just connect it to the jump port on the person node on. Yo, I'm button node on. I know exactly what you're going to do. You're going to push the button like bang. Yeah, I got you figured. Hi there, I'm person node on. Nice to meet you. You saw the little character on the game screen, right? I'm the one who puts it there and moves it around. Alrighty, hold down A and move the pointer with the left stick. Okay. Okay. I know you can actually use like keyboard and mouse on this game, but I've only got one keyboard and mouse and I need that for the PC, which is why I'm not using keyboard and mouse. And hey presto, we've made it so pressing B makes the character jump. Now we should be able to clear the game. Okay, let's have a go. Oh, look at that, we jump. I did that. I'm a real cat. Welcome. I'm feeling all right. I feel a little bit warm, actually. I've noticed I'm like sweating sat here. And it's not even that hot. You did it. Great job. Look at me jump. Whee! Whee! I made this happen. You got to finish building a game with a bit of programming. Well then, why don't we nip back to the program screen? Yeah, but it's really confusing. So, how did you find it? Well, that was straightforward. It's the rest of this stuff on here that's really freaking me out. Like, look at all this stuff over here. What is all this? Wasn't it fun learning how to program a game? Do you know it was? Because I do have ideas for games, which is why I want to learn this. I actually downloaded Unreal Engine yesterday, and I've watched a few YouTube videos. And when I saw how Unreal Engine works, it was like, this is very similar to Game Builder Garage. I reckon I need to learn Game Builder Garage, and then I can do Unreal Engine. Then I can make a game. I have 3 games in mind that I want to do. One's a 2D platformer, one's a racing game, and one's a twin stick shooter. There we go. It's never going to happen, is it? Actually, I think you might have a real knack for this in game. Oh, the game thinks I'm good at it. How about it? Do you want... Don't turn into a prune. Hydrate now. Plo Rantak, thank you so much for the follow. I'm so sorry I probably said your name absolutely awful. We'll do a hydrate for Bumbo House Nick. Welcome. You can call me Carrot. Okay. I'll try and remember that, Carrot. Thanks for the hydrate. Hello, Bumbo House. How about it? Do you want to program some more games? I do, actually, yes. If you do, then maybe you'd be interested in your new pals Bob's interactive lessons. Like just now, you'd go through programming all kinds of games with me as your guide. And by the end, you'll have what you need to make your own game all by yourself. Carrot, thank you so much for the good luck vibes. So how about it? Do you feel like taking some of my thrilling, not just your everyday boring lessons, but the thrilling ones? Why not? Brilliant! In that case, have I got an awesome bunch of games for you? Let's take a look. Think Pac-Man's stalking you, Bumbo House. We'll be making 7 games in these interactive lessons. In the first lesson, we'll make Tag Showdown, which sounds like it should be a Fall Guys game. which is just a simple game of tag. Ventosaurus, welcome. Thank goodness the lessons are thrilling. I know, right? If they were boring, dull lessons, I'd be like, man. Next, we'll use some unique features on the Nintendo Switch console in On a Roll. Lesson 3 is an auto-scrolling shoot-'em-up game, Alien Blaster. Wow. In the game for the 4th lesson, we'll run, jump and punch our way to the goal in Risky Run. The 5th lesson is a game called Mystery Room, in which we'll solve 3-dimensional puzzles. Oh my god. For the 6th lesson, we'll make a computer-controlled car to race against in the White Knuckle Thrill Racer. Check Thrill Racer out. That looks thrilling. These all sound like Fall Guys. They really do. I think this is like Nintendo's sort of sneak, sly attempt to make their own Fall Guys game. I tell you, they should make a Mario Party game in the style of Fall Guys. That'd be amazing. And last but not least, in Lesson 7, we'll make the 3D action game Super Person World. Oh my god. By learning to program games like this, like the ones I just mentioned, you'll learn the skills to make your very own games. Alrighty then, I'll be waiting for you in your first lesson. Be sure to pay a visit. I've been the ever knowledgeable Bob. See you later. Ninqueso, hang on a sec. Who's this? It's Alice. My name's Alice. So, not Bob. He's the excitable one you already met. I look similar, but I'm Alice. How do you do? Please don't forget, or call me Bob, or anything you like. Can I call you Navi? You look a bit like Navi. So, Ninqueso, you know how you got that game to work just now? Be honest, you don't really get what made it work, right? Man, Alice just speaks harsh truths. Bob's building me up and Alice is just like, you don't really know, do you? No, Alice, I don't really know how it worked. I mean, that's totally fine. You've only just started with all this stuff. But you know, if you're going to make your own game, you'll need to understand which mechanics do what. Yoda, welcome. Alex has just like totally dashed my dreams. I was like, I'm just going to quit now. Bob got me hyped. Bob was like, you can do this. You can make games. Alice just like, no, you suck. You know that after you program the first game, you can actually try levels with other people. Yeah, I know, but I don't want to do that. I want to actually learn how to do it. We'll probably do, like, on another stream, we might do the, play some levels from other people. Oh, but I'm feeling a little bit delicate today because I've had my second COVID injection earlier today. So I'm a little bit like, ooh, and I just want a nice chilled stream. And I figured making games is chilled. It won't require any real skill on my part. That's why I've set up some checkpoints to help you. We are big braining today. Oh, God. I hope my brain works. Have you played Mario Maker? Yes, I do Mario Maker most Mondays. I think this game has the same vibe as that. Yeah, I do a lot. I play Mario Maker, like, normally on a Monday. I'm not great at making the levels. If you'd like to come to the checkpoint before lesson 1, right then, I'll be waiting. Right. Okay, we've done programming 101. Oof. Checkpoints intro. Let's do this. Making the person jump. Thanks for stopping by, Ninqueso. Just in case you forgot, I'm Alice. Oh, God, she's got no... She really doesn't think much of me at all, does she? She introduced herself, like, literally 5 minutes ago. So, I'm Alice. I know you are. You're the pink one. And this here is a checkpoint. The idea here is to test whether you really know your programming stuff by solving a puzzle. Oh, God, we're doomed. Maybe this is a bit sudden, throwing a puzzle at you and expecting you to solve it, but let's see. We're doomed. Game Builder Garage, the basics. Making the person jump. I've something for you that I think will help. your very own Alice's Guide. This will give you further tips on how to use Nodon to make games. Can you select this here and it'll open Alice's Guide? I can, look, I'm going to press Y. Why not use it to learn the basics of Game Builder Garage? Garage. Why do I keep saying garage? Since she is rude to you, then name her not Alice. Name her like Yunnam. I think Navi suits her well if she's annoying. Hey, listen. Okay, lend me your ears and I'll give you the basics of Game Builder Garage. Haha, I said garage, not garage. I don't know which is the right pronunciation. The screen you're looking at now is called the game screen. As the name suggests, this is where the game you programmed will play out. Here, we have the person object. Try pressing B. The person jumped. But what made the person jump exactly? Let me take you through its Game Builder basics. I am just pressing jump over and over again. Let's take a peek around the back and see the other side of the program screen. Hey peeps. Oh, it's the programmer again. Hello. Yo, hey, I remember you, Ninqueso, right? Yes, button Nodon. You're right. Looking forward to bashing some buttons with you. So, here we are at the program screen. This is where we'll program our game with the help of a host of Nodon. That's right, when it comes to programming, we're here to help, peeps. Each Nodon has its own special function with a setup. Watching out for when a button gets pressed, we button Nodon have that covered. And as for us person Nodon, I'm the one that puts the person out there on the game screen. That's right, the person that you just saw back then was the person Nodon's doing. Aw, it's nice when people acknowledge my work. Take note of the position of the person Nodon on the program screen here. The location of the person Nodon determines the location of the person on the game screen. For example, if you were to move me over to the right of the program screen, the person will appear over on the right of the game screen. Let's try it out. Grab the person Nodon and drag it over to the blue frame. Okay, how do I do that? Oh, like that. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I've moved. How do you think that looks on the game screen? I don't know. Let's go back and have a look. Oh, I'm over there, look. There you go. The person has moved over to the right. So take note, the program screen is the place where we position things that appear on the game screen, like objects or characters. Another thing to know about the program screen is that you can scroll it to find more space. I disabled the scrolling earlier because I thought it might have made things confusing. Now that the scroll is enabled, try moving the thing pointer outside the screen. Can we zoom as well? We can zoom in. We can zoom in and zoom out. Oh, no, what did I do? Close. There you go. Now you know how to get around the program screen. Try moving the right stick up and down while holding ZR or ZL. Oh, there's the zoom. Okay. God, we can zoom in quite a way. That's how you zoom in and out. I thought it might get confusing if the screen was moving about here in my guide, so I disabled it. But I think this feature will really come in handy when you're building your own games. Okay, let's put the screen back to how it was before. Thanks. Okay, all done. Now, back to the main topic. I wanted to tell you about how to make the person jump. If you remember, pressing B made the person jump when we were on the game screen. Yo, that was my doing. I guess that, Mr. Button Nodon, sir. I'm connected to the button Nodon, see? These lines here represent the connections. You linked them up a while back, right? I did. I'm watching out for anyone pressing B. I got you covered. Excitable little button Nodon, isn't he? Anyone presses B, it's just going to be me, there's no one else here. And I immediately send a signal to the person nodon along the connection. Thanks for handling that. Think of the signal as a very simple message that passes along a wire. Now, let me tell you which part of me is connected to the button nodon. The jump. You see where it says jump? When I get a signal in my jump port, that's my cue to make the person jump on the game screen. Simple, right? Because we work together, the person jumps when you press B. Allow me to sum it up a bit. I think I get it. The button nodon's job is to keep watching for B. And when B is pressed, the button nodon sends a signal from its output port. When the signal arrives at the person nodon's jump port, the person nodon makes the person jump. Easy when you know how it is. Yeah, remove the connection. Okay. And make the selection disappear. There you go. Okay, let's go to the game screen. Now it won't work. Oh no, he's not jumping. Nothing. The person didn't jump. When the connection between the nodon's gone, pressing B no longer causes the person to jump. Go back to the program screen. Do I need to draw this again? Yeah, no connection, no jumping. That's how it works. That's right. If there's no connection, then the signal won't reach the person nodon when B is pressed. So that's why the person didn't jump when you press B. Could you reconnect the... Okay, jeez. Ooh, there it is. I'm getting a signal from the button nodon again. Connecting nodons together is one of the most important parts of Game Builder Garage. In fact, I'd say it's the most fundamental aspect of working with nodon, so mark it well. Okay, let's check it out on the game screen. Yeah, we're jumping again. Over on the other side, the nodon are toiling away to make the program work. Once you understand how things work in the background, you really start to look at them differently, huh? No. I press B, I jump. That's what makes programming fun, huh? I don't know where the huh came from. Right, back to the program screen. You're going to make me make him move or something. Hey, Ninqueso, you remember us, don't you? Yes, I remember you. I was here like 30 seconds ago. Your button nodon, your person nodon. Jeez. You'll be seeing quite a lot of us if you're going to be building games. Yeah, push it to the max. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Oh, was that the challenge? That wasn't much of a challenge. Did you get the hang of the Game Builder Garage basics? I did. Then, could you press B to close Alice's guide? Now, I'm going to test your knowledge of the basics. Okay, this is where the world comes crumbling down. Go here and try your hand at a puzzle challenge. Making the person jump. Ninqueso, welcome to the puzzles. Here's where I'll be putting you through your paces with some puzzles to make sure you grasp the basics of Game Builder Garage. To clear this puzzle, you need to make the person collect the apple. How are you going to get it, I wonder? I'm going to put a button nodon and make him jump. As things are, there's nothing you can do to make the person move. You'll need to make a change if you want to get the apple. In fact, you'll need to do some programming all by yourself. Look, I'm doing it. Keep in mind, you can't just edit whatever you feel like in the puzzles. The only way you're permitted to solve this particular problem is by connecting the button nodon to the person nodon. Okay. So how do you think you can get the person... I'm guessing we connect this up to that. When you think you've made the necessary change, head over to the game screen. If it doesn't work, then head back to the program screen, try again. Okay, give it your best shot. I feel like doing it wrong just to annoy her. There we go. Yes. Check me out. That's it. I'm going to make the next Skyrim now. where all you do is jump up and down. Awesome. Looks like you definitely had the basics of the Game Builder Garage down. From now on, I'll be testing how well you know Game Builder Garage. I'm going to alternate between Garage and Garage. That way we just got all bases covered. And the Nodon. So between each lesson, I'll test you with some checkpoints. I'll also be adding things to my guide every now and then. That's Alice's guide to you. Thanks, Alice. So if there's anything that's not clear, feel free to hit up Alice's guide. Now, there's nothing holding you back. Get to lesson 1. Tag Showdown. Oh, it's like 7 stages. Add in player controls. Hey, Ninqueso! It's Bob. I'm so glad you made it. Welcome to the interactive lessons. Just in case you forgot, but I hadn't forgotten. And I can't wait to start working with you. Well, it's a day to remember because you're going to make your very first game. Gemma, thank you for the bits.
Gemmathgate cheered. X10. Alice, who the beep is Alice?
Alice is our little friend who dashed all my hopes of being a programmer.
It's bonking time. I loves a bit of bonking. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't remember the rest.
This is Bob, though. Bob's much more encouraging. Bob's like, yeah, you can do this. Alice is like, you don't know what you're doing, do you? You know, Alice speaks the truth. Tag show. We're going to make Tag Showdown, everyone. Oh, look at Tag Showdown. It's amazing. Oof. Okay. View again next. There we go. In this game, a tagger will chase after a runner while dodging a torrent of rolling balls. Sounds fun already, right? It really does. Definitely sounds like a Fall Guys level. And this thrilling game will be played out right here on the game screen. Of course, you can't play anything just yet. I mean, you haven't done any programming yet. From now on, the programming that you do on the program screen will be reflected right here on the game screen. Without further ado, let's head over to the programming screen and start programming our game. Welcome to the program screen. This is where you'd call up a Nodon and program your game. First up, let's get our player character up and running. For that, we'll need to call a person Nodon. Select objects. Select characters. Select person. I want a car. There we go. Hello, peeps. I'm the person Nodon. Ninqueso, nice to see you again. Hello, person Nodon. Now the programming starts. Yeah, great stuff. Time for me to step into the limelight, peeps. Okay, so what happened after we placed the person Nodon? Let's take a look at the game screen to find out. I imagine there's a person standing there. Yeah, there he is. Oh, random applause. Thank you. Thank you so much. And here's our person on our blank, empty game screen. Putting the person Nodon on the program screen makes a person appear on the game screen. Clear enough, right? Next up, we'll want to be able to control our player character using the controller. Try moving the person. It's not going to do anything, is it? Look. As you can see, the person isn't moving. I was moving the stick like this and nothing was happening. Oh, that made my arm ache lifting it up there. Don't do that again, Ninqueso. This is where the programming comes in. Let's get our player character mobile. Right, I'm going to guess we're going to need output. If you want to move the player with the L stick, we'll need to call a stick Nodon. Or input. Input, that makes more sense. Stick movement. The L stick. Left and right. There we go. God, you're big. Boing. Stick Nodon. Hello. Hello, stick Nodon. You're Ninqueso, right? I bet you're hankering after wiggling the control stick about. Maybe. Yep. Yeah, there we go. Can I put it up there? Can I put it on jump? Hey, Sticky, time to do what you do best. Sending over the input from the control stick. Boing. Check it out. I'm off. I'm off. My character's gone. Oh my god, he's miles away. I'm trying to come back. There he goes. No, brilliant. Our player character's moving with L. Bravo. I need to come back again. Now we've got that covered. We can... I love how far this thing can walk. Now we've got that covered, we can move on to something else. Wouldn't it be good if the person could jump with a button when a button is pressed too? Let me say this. Input. First, move the stick node over to... Why? I want it there. Okay. Then select input. Button press. No, there we go. B. I don't want to jump with B. I want to jump with A. Yo. It's button node on. No jump. Only run. That would make the tag a lot harder. The real cat love. Thank you so much for the good luck vibes. Call me Button Noden. I'm your button bashing buddy. Ah, if it ain't Ninqueso. If buttons are getting bashed, I got it covered. Bang, bang, bang. It's a bit mental, this guy. Right, you want to go over there. Okay. Then that wants to go over to jump. Check me out. I'm a real programmer now. If that button gets bashed, you can be sure I'll let you know. Thanks, bud. Yay. Check me out. Check me out. I can move. I can jump. I can run off screen and jump. When you're done testing that, head back over here. I'm having too much fun. Okay, guess what? You've cleared step 1. Yes! Boing! Good job, buddy. Good job, peeps. In this step, we made it possible for the person to be moved with the controller. In the next step, we'll get ready to build the level for our gamer tag. I don't mind saying, I'm pretty excited about that. See you in the next step. That's because you get excited about everything, Bob. You're not an Alice. Making the floor and walls. Welcome again, Ninqueso. There's a lot of reading in this game. Let's get right back to the building, our gamer tag. But first, let's have a little look back at what we've already... I don't need to. I can move and I can jump. It's all good. Look, we're good, we're good. Bobby's so excited. He is like a little puppy. He's bouncing up and down. It's like, yeah, you can do this, you can do this. I like Bob. That's right. Thanks to your... Look how he's going. Bob's going mental. Thanks to your marvellous work in the last lesson, we can now move the player with the controller. Can we use the D-pad? We can't use the D-pad. Surely for a 2D game, the D-pad would be better. Oh, look, it's even got analog controls, look. That's crazy. Slow walk. How slow can I walk? Oh. Okay, I can go pretty slow. This time around, we'll be building the floor and the walls. Let's set the stage to our gamer tag. No, I'm doing a slow walk. Right, we'll be making the floors and walls now, but first, we need to decide where we're going to put the whole level itself. How about in this space up here? That should do. Now that's decided, we'll have to make sure this area is shown in the game screen. But if we're going to do that, we'll need to call the game screen node on. Objects. Game screen and camera. Game screen. Hello, darlings. I must say, you're looking radiant today. It's the game screen node on. Oh, and you must be Ninqueso. Everyone's saying you're the next big thing. Well, thank you. They've got a lot of confidence in me. With you at the helm, this is going to be simply spiffing production. We're sure to raise the very top, darling. If we make use of the game screen node on, we can determine which part of the program screen will be reflected on the game screen. I couldn't have put it better myself, darling. Whatever I frame will appear vividly and thrillingly on the game screen. Let's make this game screen node on a little bit bigger. Drag the icon until the node on fits the blue frame exactly. There we go. Now let's take a look and see what's going on over on the game screen. There's no person here. There he is. As you can see, the plate... No, I can see him, Bob. He's down here, look. There he is. It's me. Bob's lying to me. You see, over on the program screen, the person node on isn't surrounded by the game screen node on. Let's head back to there and fix the person node on the game screen. But look, I can see him. It's all good. It's just an added depth of difficulty. Alrighty then, let's move the person node on. Can you drag it over there? I think I can. Wonderful. Now the person is in the limelight. The camera loves you. Oh, sorry, that's game screen. Wonderful. Now the person is in the limelight. The camera loves you, darling. Try and get my best shide. Let's see what's happened. Look, now we see the person reflect on the game screen, but why did he fall off? It didn't work. Yikes, but not for long. But anyhow, now we know that whatever is surrounded by the game screen node on the program screen will be reflected on the game screen, just like you saw. Couldn't we just move it down to the floor? Then it would be good. But we're not in the best of places if our player character can't stay on the screen. What's the solution? Why, a floor, of course. Okay, we'll need an object node on to make the floor with. Objects, simple object. A box. Yup, the name's object node on. Hello, object node on. True to name, object node-ons are node-on that make objects appear on the game screen. Hey, not wrong. Right, you, come here. There you go. Alrighty, let's go to the game screen. Hey, object, did you see that? I did, and then it fell. But if I'm on it, I can jump higher, look. Whee! I am a real cat. Welcome. I'm feeling okay. I'm a little bit tired, a little bit warm. But we're doing a nice non-stressful game. So it's all fun. It's all fun. How are you today? How is your day going? Oh, sorry. I should mention with nothing to keep them up, objects just drop right off the game screen. Let's head back to the program screen and fix it so the object doesn't fall out. Oh, look who it is. Finally, she's come to see me. That took you ages to come and see me today, little girl. It really did. Yeah. First, select the object node on. Open the settings. The settings screen is where you can make all kinds of things, all kinds of changes to the node on. We'll need to adjust the properties settings to fix so the object doesn't fall anymore. Now, disable the option movable, destructible, and destructive. Excuse me. It was Kelly. I'm okay, nearly finished work. Yay! That's always a good time of day. Yeah, I can't believe it's taken her nearly 45 minutes to come and see me. It's rubbish. Right, we want to take destructible off, destructive off, and movable off. There we go. Oh, look at that. The box is there now. I probably will do a little bit of Fortnite tonight, Gemma. The person isn't falling off the screen either. Yeah, they are. Oh, I can't get back on.
Spooky Roll cheered.
Spooky, thank you
X100.
so much
Kelly
for the
made it.
bits.
It's bonking time. I loves a bit of bonking.
The proper
Three,
emote doesn't
four,
go
five,
off
six,
anymore.
seven, can't remember
I have to
the
do it manually. It's very annoying. The person has fallen off, and now I can't get back on the box either. So I've broken the game, Bob. Though I'm not sure that floor is quite big enough. It's probably making the person a bit uneasy. Well, I've already fallen off. Debbie, thank you for the special hydrate. Here we go. For you, Debbie. It's for you. Debbie, thank you for the hydrates. Right. Select the object. Here we go. Make it bigger. And then drag the icon so it's the same size and shape as the blue frame. I don't know why I love that so much. Hey, the special hydrate is popular. There we go. Brilliant. This gets me everything. This gets me everything. Oh, I don't even know how it started. It's just a thing now. Let's check out what happened. Oh, look at this floor. Ah, that's much more obvious. I think I've fallen off already. I've fallen off. Bob, I've fallen off. The player won't fall off quite so easy now. I still managed it though, Bob. It's very practical, but don't you think the floor's colour is a tad plain? So let's see if we can change up the colour too. I'm a real cat. Here's a hydrate just for you. I'm a real cat. Thank you for the hydrate. How is this a thing? I don't know, Gemma. You must be in hell. It's your own personal nightmare. Oh, my arm is achy now. Right. Select the... Yeah, we'll select it. Settings. Now choose colour. Here's where you'll be able to select a colour for your object. I don't want to make it brown. It's my game. I want to make it pink or green. Ah, oh, when's an Ninqueso 24-hour hydrate stream? Because that'll kill me. We're doing a 300-minute stream at 300 followers, a 500-minute stream at 500 followers, and then the epic 1,000-minute stream when we hit 1,000 followers. So we need followers to get to those points. Gemma, Kesso hinted to me this morning how the hydrate came about. Did I? Now close the settings. Good, right. There we go. We got brown. Right, don't fall off. And the floor is now brown. Brilliant. So close to that 5-hour stream. Yes. Close to the 5-hour stream. The 16-hour stream is going to be fun. But after that, we're not doing it anymore. It's just like... No. 16 hours is the most. Well, that's the floor all taken care of. But if the player goes past the edge, it will just fall off. Yep, falling off. Perhaps we can make some walls. Yeah, let's make them walls. Okay, let's do this while we're here as well. No, one button. Wrong button. There we go.
It's time for Kelly's Treat Time.
Yes, this is time for Kelly's Treat Time, where today she will be having some more cheesy flavoured Dreamies because she loves them. And that's the packet that's open at the moment. Oh, there you go, Kelly. Your Dreamies await. Oh. Yes, it's Kelly Dreamy time. That gets me out of reading for a moment. Oh dear. I am very warm. I don't think I could have coped with Fall Guys today. Mean person stabbing me in the arm with a needle. 3 more left. 2 more. 1 more. And they're gone. Did you like that? Was that nice? Was that nice? Are you off now? Are you off? You're going to stand in front of chat so I can't read it. Oh. Right. Bang. Yay, Queso. Yeah, Queso's too many site viewings. I don't know what you mean, Debbie. Yes, make some walls. Back to the program screen. Yes, it was very nice. Yeah, Kelly loves her dreamers. Right, just like the floor, we'll need to make use of the object nodon to create the walls. Calling up more object nodon, changing all the settings again, sounds like a lot of hard work. So let's save ourselves a bit of work and just copy the floor to make the walls. Select the nodon. Select copy. Right, I can be a wall, no fuss. That's an object nodon copied. The combo we had, I don't know what you mean, Debbie. I was just making myself a little nest on the sofa after I'd been stabbed in the arm. Right, drag this up here. Right, so we size this. So it's like, oh, look at that. Copy this one. Look at me go. Oh, it's not in the right place. There we go. Ta-da! And the walls are complete. Oh my god. I got walls. Behold! Some nice, safe, brown walls. Can I wall jump? Oh, I can wall jump as well. No need to worry about our player taking the tumble now. Let's head back to the game screen. Okay, let's see. Yes. Oh, okay. Must have the wrong guy. Nice t-shirt. Well, a Crash Bandicoot one. Dun, 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 dun. Beg of you. There we go, Crash Bandicoot. And we're off before the saxophone starts playing. I hereby declare step 2 complete. In this step, we added a floor and walls. In the next step, we'll add some platforms to complete the level. Toodles for now. See you again in step 3. Oof. We're not going to see Alice. Alice is annoying. Ah, there you are. Here I am. Righto. Time to continue programming our gamer tag. Last time we did the floor and the walls, I think that said. In step 3, we're going to make exciting changes to the level's environment. But does this place seem a little small for a gamer tag, maybe? You could fiddle about with the walls and or floor, or you could just make the person smaller. This will be the same as making the level bigger. Right, select the person. Okay, shrink them. Boom. That's how you make a person nodon smaller. Oh, look at me, I'm tiny. It now takes forever to get across. As you might... Gemma, thank you for the bits.
Gemma,
this is Bob.
Cheered. X10. Nobody cares, Alice.
This is Bob.
Time. I loves a bit of bonking.
We've not spoken to Alice for a while.
7, can't remember the rest.
Thank you so much for the bits, Gemma. As you might have guessed, it's shrunken in size. It has. I feel minuscule. Loads more space to gallivant around in her. Looks like we're set to continue building up the level. Back to the oh, I'm gallivanting. Here's where we'll liven up the level by placing a whole bunch of platforms. Start by selecting the object nodon that's making the floor. Copy. And resize so it's the same size as the frame. There we go. Then move that up there. Solid as a rock, me. Just hop on if you like. Oh, check it out. Check it out. Now we created a platform right in the middle. We're going to make a whole lot more platforms just like this one. Next up, we'll try making a sloping platform. Ooh. Copy. Okay, move over here. Then let me guess. Oh, a bit smaller. There we go. Lastly, rotate it so that it's on an angle. Look at that. Nobody likes small one, do they? Ewek. I've gone all skew whiff. Let's make another one. Just like it, but over on the opposite side. Why can't I just copy this one? Because it's a different size. So it would have cut me out a step. If I just copied the other one, it would have been much easier. Silly game. Perfect fit. Oh, check it. Now we have 2 sloping platforms. Ooh. Oh, I can't jump into there. Things are going great so far. But we still have a few more platforms to create. Okay. Next, let's add some slopes to the bottom corners. Select the object node on. Copy. Move it over here. Rotate. Alrighty. Oh. I think this would be easier with the mouse. Perfect. Okay. Oh, look at that. We've got slopes. These wacky sloping surfaces will make a thrilling game of tag, don't you think? Yes. Look how thrilling this game of tag will be. Let's add some platforms to either side too. Okay, that's all the platforms. Oh my god, look at this. Look what I did. Can't jump on them. I'm rubbish. I can't get on the platform. I'm sure we can all agree. This looks pretty great. I don't know. Do we all agree, chat? Does this look pretty great? I'm having trouble getting to the top one, though. Please go ahead and have a little run around using the L and the B buttons. Okay. Just think of the fun-packed pulse racing game of tag you'll be able to have. I can hardly wait. I know, Bob. You get excited over everything. Okay, when you're done checking it out, head back over here. Okay. It looks great. And with that, step 3 is complete. I like it. Thank you. I don't really feel like I had much say in it. I'm just kind of doing as I'm told. So in this stage, we added some platforms to complete the level. Buckle up, because the next step will be coming to a real turning point. I aim to please, Debbie. The real cat love. Thank you for the good luck vibes. We're about to hit that turning point. Namely, our game of tag will at last become a 2-player game. I hope it's computer control, because there's no one here to play it with me. See you in the next step. Splendoriferous to see you. Splendoriferous. I can't even say that word. Splendoriferous to see you again. We're already halfway through programming our game of tag. It's just zipping by. In this step, we're going to create a second person to act as a tagger. Then we'll have a real deal bona fide 2-player game. Last time we put the finishing touches to our level. To get started, try running the player character about the level a little bit. I just did that. Jeez, okay. There you go. Happy? Won't it be even more fun when there's a tagger chasing the other player? I think so. Bob, calm down, mate. You're getting a bit excited. Right, let's get a tagger. Before we make our tagger, let's adjust the position of the person a bit. Put them over there, okay. It's a good idea to move all the other nodon attached to the person nodon too. It'll make things a bit easier to understand. Okay. Got to keep things tidy, haven't we? So we don't get confused. Okay, let's take a look at the game screen. Yeah, I'm now over there. Amazing. As you can see, the player has moved from the middle to the right side. I want to be on the left, though. Right. That's those preparations done with. Time to create a tagger. We can use another person nodon for our tagger. Select the person nodon. Copy. And hello, peeps. How can I help? Haha, you can count on me. I'm a reliable person nodon. Use the person nodon to the left platform. Not just it's a reliable person nodon. Okay, let's see how this looks. Oh, we match. I don't like it. Let's kill it. Kill it. Now we have 2 characters. Can I stand on him? Yes. Dish. Dish. Now try moving with L and B. Huh. The person on the left hand isn't moving. I can make him move though, look. Look at this. I can push. No, I can't. Push him off. Push him off. Oh, why can't I push him off? And it's no surprise. We haven't done the necessary programming to control the second person yet. Right, let's get back. Well, now that we have 2 characters, we need to figure out how each one will be controlled. Since this is a 2-player game, we'll need to have 2 players controlling 1 person each at the same time. Controlling 1 person with the left Joy-Con and the other one with the right would be ideal. Let's arrange it so that the tagger on the left hand side moves with the L and jumps with L. As for the runner on the right hand side, let's control them with R and R. God, so I've got to play this game by myself. That's going to be confusing. Now we've decided on a plan, we can program the controls. Let's start with the tagger. First, we need to call the stick nodon. Right, stick nodon, left and right. Boing! More control stick wiggling it is. Bring it on. Surely if we're going to, like, have the other one on the right-hand side of the right stick, we could have just disconnected the left stick and moved it over to the other one. Would have been easier. Good to be collaborating with your sticky. Boing, look forward to it. Now we'll call up another button nodon. Yo, yo, yo. Oh, I just know you want to bash L like there's no tomorrow. I would. Bang, bang, bang. Get over there, you sassy little creature. Okay, the tagger is now ready to receive controls. Next up, let's change the controls of the runner. Let's program the nodon so that our runner moves with R. And, okay, I don't need to have my graphics card updated right now. It's busy. So that our runner moves with R and R. Yeah. Select stick nodon. Settings. Oh, we can just change it like this. Now it's right stick. Cool. Now we've taken care of that, you'll be able to control the runner with the right stick instead of the L stick. And let me guess, we can just change this to... and put it in there. Windows said, but are you sure? I know, right? It's like, no, you need to do it now. Now you'll be able to jump with R. Cool. Right, let's see. Oh, look at us. I'm chasing myself. This is so hard to do, but this is so weird. Okay, let's check the tagger's control first. Sorry. Right, the tagger is over here, isn't it? Try moving the tagger. There we go. Tagger's moving. Happy? Brilliant. Next, the runner. There you go. I think I'd prefer ZR and ZL to do the jumping. I don't like using the ones that you're telling me to use. Now we're cooking with gas. And hey presto, we can control our runner and tagger separately. Yeah, but there's only me here, so it makes it very awkward to like... It's going to be very hard to outwit myself. Right, get on my head. Oh, this is so hard. Right. Oh, I'm so confused. Cool. Right now, the runner and the tagger look exactly alike. This could be a problem. Yeah, I'm confused. Are we making different colours? Select the tagger person node on. Settings. Colour. Red. I don't like how I can't choose what colour. Let me guess. Blue. Light blue. Not blue, light blue. Fine. Oh, look at this. This is better. Both of the person's characters changed. Now we can easily tell the tagger and the runner apart. That's nifty. We can make it even more nifty. Since the game of tag, how about we make it so that something happens when the tagger catches the runner? Try running the tagger. Nothing happens. No. Can stand on his head though, can he? No. Oh my god, this is so weird. I don't like having to do both of them. Which is precisely what I would expect. If we want something to happen, we'll need to do a bit of programming first. Let's make it so the runner is destroyed. Wow, that's harsh. When they collide with the tagger. That's a bit mean for a game of tag. First, select the person node on. Okay, settings. Enable destructive under properties. Let me guess, we need to enable destructible. That's what I'm guessing. Yes, look at that. Now, if the tagger comes into contact with the runner will be smashed to smithereens. I don't want to kill someone. Oh, I'm not sure I want to do this. Right, come on. Come on. Very nice. We made it so the tagger can destroy the runner. If the runner breaks, then it means the tagger managed to catch the runner. In other words, the tagger won. Our game of tag is now a true two-player game. Yay, what a shame I have no friends here to play with. If you've caught the runner and you want to play again from the start, you can press the retry button. No! This way you can start the game again from the beginning. Right. Okay, yes. Seems to be in order. Step 4 is clear. Nearly made a game of tag. Oh. In this step, we made a tagger and turned our game of tag into a real deal two-player game. Step by step, our game is coming into focus. Pretty exciting, eh? But it seems a little bit one-sided at the moment, don't you think? The tagger has a bit of an advantage. So in the next step, we'll be adding in a feature to even up the odds somewhat. See you soon. Step 5. Hello, good to see you again. Hello, Bob. We're about to begin the second half of the lesson 1. Let's quickly summarise what we've done so far. It's fine. I haven't gone anywhere. I'm doing this all in one go. We made it so the runner can move with R and jump with R. Try it out. There you go. That's the tagger. It's not the runner. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, it's the left. Duh. And the tagger moves with these. Who got their left and rights wrong? Me. Try running the tagger into the runner. Okay. Run! As you just saw, we also made it so the runner brakes when colliding with the tagger. That's already enough. Happens to me all the time. I'd still like the way I was just like, yeah, but that's the wrong one. That's already enough for a game of tag. But is the tagger a bit too strong, perhaps? Right now, there's no way for the tagger to lose. That's not fair. How about we make things more interesting by adding some rolling balls to the level? Balls that can destroy both the runner and the tagger. You're almost 70 and forgot your left and right. It's because I'm almost 70 that I forgot them. Our game of tag. Right, someone, time Debbie out. Our game of tag is about to reach a whole new level of excitement. A whole new level of thrills. So, for the rolling balls, we'll need a new type of node on. A launch object node on. Launch, destroy, attract. Launch object. Then select launch 10 objects. Wow, this one's angry. Grah, who's calling me? I don't like launch object node on. He's angry. You need me to throw things? Is that what you want? You want me to help you build your game? Is that it? Grr. I don't like this node on. So you're the game programmer. Why didn't you say? Of course I'll help. I'm bursting with enthusiasm. Just tell me what you want. Oh my god, I don't like this guy. Introducing the launch and object node on. It's full of beans and objects. Right. Without further ado, let's drag the launch to the upper part of the thing. There we go. That's exactly what the launch object node on can do to you. Oh, this guy's indestructible though. Check this guy out. But are the balls a touch too big maybe? Probably. We can do something about that on the programming screen. Right, select it. Shrink it maybe? Yes, look at that. Okay. There you go. The balls are smaller. Yeah, but they still don't hurt the red player. Look after me, red player. Oh. However, I think we could have them tumbling around this level in an even more exciting way. Let's put an extra platform above the runner and the tagger. I feel like this is going to be exciting. Brilliant. We'll need one over the left side too, so let's handle that now. Good job. Not really changed much, has it? Now our tagger and runner have a little bit of shelter from the torrent above. But maybe the torrent is a bit too powerful right now. They aren't rolling quite right, are they? They're not. They're rubbish. Settings, right. What are we doing here? Set the launch speed to 4. There we go. Right, what does this do? Okay, that's not good either, though. Oh, that's much better. We've tamed the torrent now. Yeah, but they're just hitting each other. But see now how each ball breaks when it hits the next one. It looks like we need to make the interval between each ball launch a bit longer. Okay. Couldn't have just told me this last time. Select to 7 seconds. Oh, that 20 is too long. There we go. Okay, now the interval between each ball launch will be extended to 7 seconds. Right. Since we extended the launch interval, we have to wait a bit longer for the first launch. Just a sec. There it is. There we go. They still can't destroy Mr. Red Person, though. That's not fair. With that fixed, we got the balls rolling how we want them. I bet you're thinking, we need some rolling balls over the other side now, am I right? No, I'm thinking we need them to kill the red person. Let me guess, copy. Ah, I'm in need, yeah. Time to set it so the balls come out of the left side. Now select launch direction. Ah, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. I wait for it. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Come on. There we go. Look at that. Now our shower of spheres comes from both left and right. So our rolling balls are complete, and we have them breaking on impact, just as they ought to. However, there's still something left to fix, what they can kill the red person. Try moving the tagger with the L and see what happens when they come in contact with the ball. Nothing. They just break the ball. There you go. As you can see, our tagger isn't damaged when the ball hits. Debbie, thank you for the lurk. Hope you have a nice dinner. Let's fix it so that the tagger breaks when the ball hits. Programming time. Right, select you. Okay, destructible. There we go. And I guess because the other person isn't set to be destructive, the other person won't break the red person. But the balls will now. Now try walking into a ball again. Now the tagger breaks when the ball hits. Great. Imagine the tagger pursuing the runner through a hail of tumbling balls. The drama. The peril. We've got the makings of a truly thrilling contest. And let's see. Step 5 is clear. Great job, Blammo. In this step, we use the launch object node on to liven up our game of tag. In the next step, we'll make it so the game can be played again and again. Okay, awesome. Oh, we've nearly finished this game. I hope I've been taking notes so that I can remember what the quiz is when we get the test. You made it! Brilliant! We're getting pretty close to completing the construction of our game of tag. Let's refresh our memories about progress so far. Now, let me see. In the last step, we really upped the ante by adding some destructive rolling balls. We've already got a lot done. In fact, we've almost completed our game. This time, we're going to make our game a little bit easier to play. You could call it a quality of life upgrade. Now, if the tagger or runner break, the player needs to press the retry button themselves to play again. It seems like a lot of hard work when you're supposed to be having fun, don't you think? Not really. It's like one button. To make life easier, how about we add an automatic retry to the game? If the tagger or the runner break, a retry will be triggered. Oh dear. Oh, getting tired now. Firstly, we need to call a node on that watches out for things breaking. Namely, the object break node on. State change. Object break. Hi, honey. Something I can help you out with. It's the object break node on. Heartbroken. What's that you say, hon? There's something you'd like to ask me? Don't be shy. That's right. If the tag or the runner break, we would like you to let us know. I'll take care of it, sugar. Don't you worry about a thing. If that's what you're looking for, why don't you open up the settings screen and take a look at my check what settings? Check what? Oh, there's so much we can check. We can check a mermaid. This screen is where you can set which breakages the object watches out for. Okay. Disable box cylinder sphere. Then enable person. Then close the settings. That's the way to do it, honey. I'm properly set now. I'll keep a lookout for a person breaking. If that happens, I'll be good and sure to let you know about it. Don't worry about it, hon. I got you covered. You just focus on what you do best. Programming. It's not what I do best. Okay, why? Why do I have to drag her over there? Fine. Next, we'll need another node on. This time, one that makes the automatic retry happen. Namely, the retry node on.
Oh, dearie me. Oh, if only I had my time over again.
Hey, old timer, what's up?
Oh, it was only yesterday. My bum was itching something fierce, and I thought it was on my own, so I gave it a good scratch. But then I turned around, all the other Nodon were there giggling at me. Oh, I wish I had a do-over for that.
You don't have a bum, you're a Nodon. Then link these two together. Okay. Okay, now the game will restart every time a character is destroyed. Right, try to destroy either the tag. Well, we'll just get this done quick. Ah! Oh my god, look at that. As you saw, if one of the characters is destroyed, the game automatically restarts. But don't you think the interval between the character breaking and the retry is a little short? I do, actually. I feel like there should be more drama to it. To the programming screen. First, select the connection between the node on and the object break. Press the cross underneath to delete the connection. And here's where we'll call a timer node on. Lely Low, welcome. Hope you've been having a great day. Right, we need a timer node on. Middle. Why is the timer in middle? Who knows? Right, tusk. It's the timer node on. You need my help. I hope you aren't wasting my time. We wouldn't dream of it. We need some of your programming expertise. Oh, really? Well, why didn't you say so? I'll help, but it causes me no shortage of headaches when people don't make appointments. Naturally, I want to help out, but what if I'd had been double booked? I can hardly tick when I'm supposed to be talking, can I? Wow, grumpy node on. It always pays to have one's schedule in order. Oh, sorry. You've upset Bob, not happy. Well, as long as we're all in the same time zone. Moving on. Right, connect this to this. Cool, connect this to this. Then we need to set like a delay up, I guess. Now we'll have a longer interval between character breaking and the retry. Okay, let's give it a go. Still not that long though, is it? There's a long interval. See, yeah, but it's not great. Now players will let a little breathing space in between matches. If you're done checking that out, let's head back to the programming screen. Okay, so step 6 is complete. Done in a timely manner. No need to redo this. The next step will be our final one, and our gamer tag will be complete at last. In the final step, I'll show you how to add some Ninqueso magic to your game. Oh, we're going to add some cheese. See you in the last step then. Don't be a stranger. Oh, we've nearly finished restarting the game when the objects break. That's what we need. I need to add that face to a character in the game, in one of the games I make. Oh, look at that nose to nose. Hey, Ninqueso, can you feel the excitement in the air? This step will be the last one, and then our gamer tag will be complete. But first, let's recap everything we did so far. We fixed it so the runner is controlled with the right stuff and the tagger is controlled with the left stuff. And we made it so the game's over when a ball hits either player. It's fair to say we got pretty much everything we need for an awesome game of tag already. However, a final touch is still lacking, and that's a sprinkling of colour from your very own hand, Ninqueso. Okay, to the programming screen. Is this where we get to choose my own colours and themes? So next, we'll harness your inspiration and creativity to change the colour of the level. Are you ready for that, Ninqueso? After the tag, you're able to play viewer games. Yeah, I want to play through all the lessons first, though, Lely. I'm feeling a little bit delicate today. I just need like a little non-stressful, non-challenging thing to do. For example, let's select this object node on. Okay. Yeah, I had like my second COVID vaccination this morning. So I don't want to stress. Like normally I'd be playing Fall Guys, but there was no way I could cope with Fall Guys. None of it all. It would have just been like, open the colour. Right. Here's where you can change. I might take multiple streams though. Probably. I'm not sure if I'm going to do all of it on stream, to be fair. We'll see. Here's where you can change up the colour of the object. At the moment, the object is brown, but how about making it black instead? No! I want to make it green. Can we just say, Bob definitely said it was my flair we were going to add to it. And now it's like, they're making it my colour. And ta-da, the middle platform changed to black. Now, what I'd like you to do is change the colours of every other platform to whatever you like. Hell yeah. It's your time to shine, Ninqueso. Run wild with a riot of colour. You're going to change the colour of every single node on to whatever you like. So start thinking about how you'd like to paint the town in shades of Ninqueso. To make things easier, I'll make it so you can move the program screen view around. Furthermore, you can use this button to undo your last action. When your creative endeavours are complete, then let me know. Just press done when you have everything the way you want. I like yellow. Ready, steady, start programming. Oh my god, look at this. Right. Okay. Why can't I select things? What's going on? There we go. Colours. Okay, let's go. I get red. Oh no. I get also. Oh, it won't let me change material. Okay, we're going reds. No, because I can change the characters as well, can't we? What? Okay, let's do this one. Okay. I'm pressing the wrong things. That's why. How do I know which ones I've changed and which ones I haven't? It's really quite annoying. I'm going to make all of these platforms red. Have I done you? I don't know which ones I've done. I've done you, haven't I? That's why they chose brown, isn't it? So you no one would leave it brown. They'd all want to change it. This game gets more. The games get more complicated. Yeah, I imagine they would. No, not the person yet. I won't do that. We'll do the people at the end. This is all totally irrelevant as well, though, isn't it, really? Right, let's change the colour of the balls. I don't like yellow balls. The black balls of death. That's what we want. We want the black balls of death. Come on, black ball. There we go. Okay, let's do the main walls. I'll have those blue, because that's going to look really weird with the nice contrasting colour with the red. Then I think it's just the people we need to change, isn't it? Right. The runner is going to be lime green. And the tagger is going to be pink. There we go. I'm done. I'm done, everyone. Yes. Oh, done already? I am. Let's take a look at your finished article. Okay, are we ready for this? Drum roll, please. Oh, I missed a brown. I missed one. Oh, I'm not happy. That's brown. Oh, what flair. What taste. Rubbish, though, because I missed it. I need to go back to the game screen. Okay, with that, I can declare... No, it's not done. Look at this platform here. It's rubbish. It's really hard to tag myself. It's like... I feel like a spoil sport interrupting this monumentous occasion. But if you could head back to the programming screen for a moment. Good, because I want to change the colour. Make it a game, eh? That's the sort of thing I'd do. For a first game, it's great. And right on schedule, too. Well, just look at you go. Boing. That's what I call teamwork, peeps. Good job. I said good job. Ninqueso, darling. What can I say? Dazzling. Every journey starts with a single bang. Can't believe I didn't change one of the things. You've come a long way already, Ninqueso. We've got the makings of a genius program in you. There's no denying it. Well, thank you, Bob. I like Bob. Bob makes me feel good about myself. Then along comes Alice. Now all that remains is to have our gamer tag take pride of place in your games list. Back to the menu. Oof, platform. I can't believe I missed a platform. It's brown. I hate it. I'm sure I can edit it later down the line. Congratulations on going gold with Tag Showdown. When a game is finally finished, we say it's gone gold. It really gives you that it's done feeling. Yeah, but they said that about Cyberpunk, didn't they? Going gold for the first time is a monumentous occasion. Let's keep it for prosperity by adding your game to the games list. Someone else I watched do the same mistake. It's really hard. It's like, it's hard to tell which ones you've done. So this is the game you made, Ninqueso. Now you'll be able to go back and play it anytime you want. Or are you a little curious about this place perhaps? Not really, because I've seen other people, streamers, do the games that are online. Well, this is a free programming mode games list. Put simply, this is where we'll store the games you build from scratch. Just as the name free programming suggests, when you press this button, you'll start programming from the ground up. You'll start with nothing. Of course, you only just got started with your programming journey in Ninqueso. Exact same platform as well. Awesome. So please, don't lose heart. I can't read. So please, don't lose heart. If sometimes things don't turn out exactly the way you imagined, it's a day to remember. Your very first game is available to play. Why not ramp up the fun by letting friends play the game you made? I'm not putting it online or generating a code, because that's how this works, isn't it? You got to have a code. When you've had your fill playing that, let's get back to the track lesson. See you later. Right, can I edit this? That's what I need to know. There must be a way to edit this. Yes. No, it's not letting me edit it. That's stuck the wrong colour now forever. Wait, hello pink. Hello green. How are you? Do you know, there's something I've always wanted to tell you. Something that you need to hear. How do I leave? How do I escape the game? You have to copy it to change it. Yeah. End. I'm not that bothered. We'll save it as a reminder that I messed up. Is it the ball rolling one now? I think it's the ball rolling one. Oh no, we got a test. We got a test. This is where Alice tells me how rubbish I am. Hello. Looks like you've completed the first lesson. Great work. Thank you, Alice. Hold on. You didn't forget about my checkpoints. Of course not. That's why I'm here. Checkpoints are where we'll test if you've really understood how to use the node-on properly. You'll have to solve a node-on-based puzzle to proceed. There'll be 5 puzzles for you to solve. Let's start with this puzzle. What, you mean puzzle number 1? Moving the person with the control stick. I can do this. Maybe you forgot what you were supposed to do, so I'll just explain the puzzle again. The puzzle is solved when the person collects the apple. Look, be quiet. I know. Alice, shut up. Alice. Alice. Just stop. Just stop, okay? There we go. We're done. Thanks, Alice. Apple N and Apple N-A-R apple. Oh my god, Alice. She's just like framing with the games. Okay, we can do this as well. We can do this as well. No. Not letting me move the note. Okay, I don't think we want to move the person. I think that's just it. Oh, we need to... Oh, we can jump. That's fine. On a roll. I must have paid attention during the lessons. So unlike me. Properties of objects. Can't jump. Right. Object. We don't want it movable. We don't really want it destructible either. There we go. That should be good. That. Look at that. I'm doing the basic stuff here. Invisible objects. What? Can't jump. Right. Can I move you? Can't move you. Let's put that onto destructible. Don't know if this is going to work, but we'll try it. No, because I can't. Oh, yes. This should work. This should work. No, the wrong one. The wrong one broke. Okay, okay. I've got this. I've got this. Maybe. There we go. Do you need a hint? No, I don't need a hint. No, I do. No, I've got it now. I've got it now. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. The rowdy launch object node on. Wow. Can jump, right. You. What you playing at? Launch interval. There we go, 100 seconds. That should be enough. Yes. That was easy. Take that, Alice. I did your vile test. Looks like your knowledge of our Nodon friends is really coming along. If you're going to be programming games in Game Builder Garage, Apple equal O, Apple R, NR, Apple 2 on a roll. If you say so, Lely Low. I've no idea what you mean. Then it's really important to have a good understanding of the Nodon and how they work. All these Nodons, those funny little things living inside the Nintendo Switch, if they'd better not get out. You could say that Game Builder Garage is a tool used to wield the Nodon to write programs. So please use Alice's guide and the puzzles to learn how to wield them properly. Okay, see me later. Thank you. Right, we'll make a start on this one. We've only got about 20 minutes left though. Replace O with Apple. I still don't know what you mean. Using the overhead view. Ninqueso, you made it to lesson 2. In the previous lesson, we made ourselves the no holds barred tag showdown. Wasn't that fun? If you'd care to join me, I've got plenty more to show you in lesson 2. Now on to the topic of our next game. This one's going to be all about tilting your controller. And the name of the game, On a Roll. You're best to play in the game in handheld mode, I'd say. Well, I'm not, because I'm streaming it, so nah. Try watching the next video like you're looking from above at a box spawled instead. Cool. Yeah, I get the idea. We can't skip the video. Basically, you have to tilt the controller like you'd tilt a box with a ball inside. As you can probably guess, that means for this lesson we'll be doing our work in overhead view. Right, off to the programming. One thing before we switch to overhead view. First, we need to place one of the game's most important items, the humble apple. For that, you'll need to call on the fancy objects nodon. Okay. Fancy objects. Round fancy objects. Fish? Fish aren't round. And what a fancy object it is too. It's the fancy object nodon. It's so ripe and juicy looking. The apple of my eye. There we go. Now you know how to place apples. Let's have a look. It's a mighty fine apple we got going on there. If I had a mouth, I'd be tempted to take a bite myself. Alright, it's time for the main event. Let's view the apple from above using overhead view. Fortunately, it's very easy to switch views. Probably that box in the top corner. Yeah. Just select the overhead view option here. Gosh, is it me or is something different about this place? Just like that, we're in overhead view. Shall we have a look? Yeah, why not? Why not? Oh my god, look at that. Well, what have we here? Our apple was all sidey-widey before. And now it's a bubby-wubby, if you catch my drift. This is the view we'll be using to create a level for the ball to roll around in. Right, let's get back. First, we need to decide how big the game screen will be. Game screen and camera, game screen. Why, hello there, darling. Don't you worry about the game screen. I've got it all under control. Okay, let's extend our fabulous game screen node on friend to fill the blue frame. Too much. Absolutely gorgeous. I can tell I'm going to fit right in here. Alright, that's that sorted. Alright, it was that second sneeze. It was like, is it going to happen? Who knows? And it did. Now we use some object node on to make the outer walls. Cool. Boxes, yes. There we go. Now we need to tweak our wall settings a bit. Yes, we need to make them so that they don't move. Enable only visible and solid. Let's also change the colour. Bright red should do nicely. Okay. Do you have snot on your top? No, I don't, because I covered my mouth like a normal person. It's Crash Bandicoot. It's not snot. God. Made you look, though. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Made you look, made you stare, made you lose your underwear. Yup, I reckon we got the old screen. Beautiful. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. Looks like we got ourselves a level to work with. You could say we are indeed on a roll. And there you have it. Step 1 is done. Well, fancy that. Oh, darling, you were magnificent. Why, thank you, game screen node on. Give yourself a pat on your back. I can't. My arm's really sore. It doesn't go over there anymore. Ow. You was about to go get my coconut wipes. Hey, you leave my coconut wipes alone. They're all coconut smelling. In this step, we learned how to enter overhead view and created our play area for our game. In the next step, we'll work on getting the ball to roll around. Catch you later. It's like 8 steps to this one. I think there was 8 steps last time, wasn't there? I can't remember. I really can't remember. Right, welcome back to On a Roll. We're on step 2 now. Last time we learnt how to enter overhead view. We also put up some walls to make our level. Now I think step 2 should be pretty interesting. We're going to get the ball to roll around as you tilt your controller. It's going to be rolling here, there and everywhere. Alrighty, time to get our ball bearings in this topsy-turvy world. Object, ball. Before we do anything else, we will of course first need to place a ball. Objects, spherical objects, moving objects. A sphere. Ho-ha! Moving object node on here. Ready for action. Moving object node on. Shake out those limbs, folks, because it's time to get a moving. Or even better, you do the mental work and I'll take care of the heavy lifting. Nice working with you, friendo. First, let's make the moving object node on a teensy bit smaller. There you go. That's right, just like that. Right. I reckon we can change the colour. Blue. Okay. Set the Y position to 30. Why? Brilliant. Close settings. You didn't explain why I needed to change that to 30 though. You just told me to do it. But why do I do it? Time to sit in the game screen. Roll up. Feast your eyes upon the incredible soon-to-be rolling ball. Alright, try tilting your controller. You had one job, ball. You know why it won't move? It's because we never taught it how to roll. Right, let's fix that. You need the ball to roll when you tilt the controller, right? Then we're going to have to call up the tilt node on. Motion, tilt. Now select auto. Pleasure. It's the tilt node on. Tilting the controller, are we? Take care then. You need a steady hand and a calm mind for this sort of work. Okay then. I don't want to move it over there. Fine. Okay, can we connect this in? Oh, we need to do settings first. Can you set the range from 0 to 0.15? There we go. Nice. Go ahead and close these settings now. Then connect that to the top one over there. What are we connecting it to? X. At this point, we should be able to roll the ball sideways by tilting the controller left and right. I should point out that X here refers to the left and right movements. Oh, whoa! My ball's got. Where's my ball gone? Ball's gone. I lost the ball. So now we can move the ball in 2 out of 4 directions. Yeah, but I've lost it. I want my ball back. There we go. Doing, doing, doing. How did I lose the ball? I've no idea how I lost the ball then. Okay, now try tilting the... I've lost the ball again. Yeah, nothing happens because we haven't taught it. Select the tilt node on. Copy. Hey ho. Yeah, where do I need to put you? Settings again. What are we changing? We can tilt forwards and backwards by rotating around the x-axis. This means our axis of rotation needs to be X. Okay. Okay, makes sense. We're going in Z. We're putting that to Z. Okay, so the Z connects to X and X connects to Z. Of course it does. When you tilt the controller backwards and forwards, the ball should move that way too. Z deals with the forward-backwards movements. Check me out. Beating this ball up. Kill the apple. Kill the apple. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Oh, lost my ball again. Yeah, I was one of those kids whose balls always went over into next one's garden. Sorry, guys. Game's over. Queso lost our only ball. I know, right? Alrighty, that's it for the ball rolling mechanic. I think we can head back now. So then, are we done? The answer is yes. That's all for step 2. Sweet. Great job. You got this. Did you enjoy working with the tilt mechanic? I prefer analog sticks. Hopefully this demonstration that you don't always have to rely on buttons for every game. It's a very Nintendo thing though not to have to rely on buttons. Finding out new styles of play like this is part of the fun of Game Builder Garage. In the next step, we're going to make this level that the ball rolls around a whole lot more interesting. Right then, see you in the next step. Oh, my eyes are getting sore. Okay. Let's try and get these next 2 steps done. Hey Ninqueso, it's time for step number 3. In the last step, we worked on getting the ball to roll. it is. It's rolling. I can see it, look. Could I ask you to give it a bit of a roll around? Yeah, show that fruit. We could stand to decorate the place. It's so rectangular. I say we add a few walls here and a few apples there. By the end, we should have ourselves a fun space to play around in. If that sounds good to you, then let's head on over to the programming screen. Okay. First, let's get some walls. Select this, copy it, resize it, place it where you want me to place it. There we go. Hey up, I'm the wall for the start. Copy you. Put you over there. Under or over. Out will do. Copy you. Put you here. Oh, but then we're going to cover the apple up. And that's a silly thing to do. We don't want to cover the apple up. Duh, Bob. Right into centre. I'm proper solid. That's it for the wall placement. Yeah, but now the apple's gone. Looks like we got our walls right where we want them. We've covered up our apple in the process, but never mind that for now. See if you can roll the ball into the bottom right. Hey, you're a natural. I know, right? I can roll this ball around. It's a lot more fun to steer the ball now that the level's more complex. Oh, not really. Still not that much fun. Right, select the apple. What are you doing in there, fancy apple? God, do you think that'll make you bigger? There we go. Perfect. Phew, do you realise how stuffy it is inside there? Okay. Oh, the apple's nearly as big as me. I don't like it. Hooray! Our apple is no longer AWOL. Okay, try bumping into the apple with the ball once more. Where's Alice? Does she think you're good now? Alice is just like, does the tests. Bob, like, teaches me what to do, and Alice is like, tests me after the lessons. Instead, why don't we make it so that you collect the apple by bumping into it? Okay, so we make this destructible, don't we? Yeah, enable only visible, solid, and destructible. There we go. Enabling destructible means that as soon as the ball touches the apple will be destroyed. Smashing. You managed to pick up the apple. I didn't, I broke it. You told me I broke it. When you destroy an apple this way, it can actually look like you picked it up. Great. I think we should place some more apples around the level. Liven up the place a bit. What do you say? Why not? Buckle up, because we're about to copy a boatload of fancy object nodons. Check this out. Look at them all. Another one. Oh my god, so many. There, altogether that makes 5 apples. Haha, looks like you were way ahead of me. Nice going. With more apples on the playing field, our game looks far more exciting now, don't you think? It does. It does look more exciting now there's 5 apples. It wasn't very exciting with 1 apple. That should be it for now then. The curtain closes on step 3. Radiant work as ever. How'd you like them apples? Love a duck. I'm excited. What? Love a duck? I'm not loving a duck. Loving the level design. This time we added more walls and apples to give us a proper level. Every step brings us closer to the fun game we're working towards. Nothing actually happens yet when you pick up the apples, but that will change. Next time we'll be focusing on counting how many apples have been collected. Alright then, see you in the next step. Your attention please, step 4 of roll on. On a roll is about to begin. Not roll on, that's a Fall Guys level. Last time we filled our level with walls and apples to make it feel complete. This time we'll start working on a rule that should capture the feel of a maze game. Collect 5 apples to win the game. So this time we'll need to make a way to count how many apples have been collected. Let's head to the program. Counting apples that we collected. I think counter nodon would be the right nodon for us to use here. Do you think? Counter nodon. Hello. I have calculated all the nodon in this lesson. I am the 17th to be summoned, but no less inferior. It's counter nodon. Likes a bit of counting. You are asking me to count the number of apples that have been collected. Yes, okay, I will count for you. You can count on me. Why have we got to move in there? It's ridiculous. To get the counter nodon to count something, we have to input a signal. And we're looking to count the number of apples collected. We need a nodon that outputs a signal for us whenever we pick up an apple. I say pick up, but really the apple gets destroyed, right? So our rule should be, if destroyed, output signal. We can call up an object break nodon for that. Okay, this is getting confusing now. Object break nodon. Hey there, sweetie. A little bird tells me you're making a game about breaking lots of apples. Technology is about collecting apples. Technically, it's about collecting apples. Same difference. Anyway, I've got it covered. I'll watch for the exact moment they break. Okay, so you're looking for apples. There we go. And we need to move you as well. Let me guess, we need to connect you to there. Count up, count down, reset. Okay. Okay, I'll be watching, sweetness. As soon as an apple is destroyed, I'll tell you right there and then. And I will count how many times it happens. And that about does it. Our apples collected counter should now be fully functional. Let's see what it shows on the game screen. Call up the number object nodon. Special object, number object. Delighted to be working. This is Fentosaurus, this one. Fentosaurus, you're a nodon. Delighted to be working with you, my friend. It's the number object nodon. Notwithstanding technical difficulties, I will display the number that the objects of the game screen have input. Simply tell me the number that you wish me to display and I will show it to the best of my ability. Okay, let's make our eloquent friend a bit smaller and put it somewhere that's easy to see in the game. Okay. Time to open the settings. Use properties. Under properties, we should enable visible only. We also want to look at it from above and change the colour to red. Next, we want to change the colour of the number too, so that the text can see. White. I think 1 digit should be enough for us. In which case, set the whole number of digits to 1. Let's also set the Y position to say 60. But why? See, I wish they would explain why I'm doing that rather than just telling me, I'll just change that to that, because I don't know why. I'm guessing it's changing the position ever so slightly. Whereas before we need to probably drop into the actual... Is that what it is? It's like with the squares that are the grid, we can drag and drop into the grid, but then we need to slightly adjust to move off grid? I don't know. Next we need to link the counter nodon. If all goes well, the number of apples that we've collected should now be shown on the game screen. It won't go well, because it's facing the wrong way. Hey presto, our apple counter hoard is now being displayed. It's not though, is it? Absolute zilch. Looks like you made a boo-boo. we didn't take into account the fact that we're in an overhead view. What we should have done is make sure the number displayed is pointing upwards. I knew that because I've seen someone else play this game. There we go. Yep. Cool. Now look at this. Oh, we got number counter. Brilliant. Our number is visible. Yes, it's showing the number that you've collected quite nicely. Time to head back, methinks. That's us done for now. Step 4 is down, so give yourself a pat on the back. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Oh. Right. I think that is going to be it for me. This time we worked out a way to count the apples that we collected. Next up, we'll be using this number to work out when we've picked up all the apples and win the game. The programming we did here is going to help us out a bunch in the next step. And what we do in the next step will help us even further along the way. That's one of the coolest things about programming. The fact that everything you do builds towards something even better. Alright then, see you in the next step. Cool. That's going to be it for me for Game Builder Garage, whatever. I am going to be back on in about 2 hours, where I'm going to attempt to play some Fortnite. We'll see how that goes. I'm not sure how long the stream will last for. But thank you for being here. I hope you found that interesting. I found that very interesting. I look forward to doing more of that. Alright, raid time. Who can we raid? Who can we raid? Oh, let's go raid Bumbo House Nick. Why not? Why not indeed? Oh, right. So hopefully, let me just get things run. There we go. Okay. So yeah, so back on in 2 hours. Hope to see you then. If not, enjoy the rest of your day, your night, your evening, your afternoon, depending on what time it is in the part of the world where you are from. I've got a little rage message here. Please feel free to pop this in and paste it into Nick's chat when we get over there. That was super neat. Thanks for streaming. You're welcome, Spooky. Thank you for being here. Okay, so, and the raid will begin after my outro. See you over there. Thanks for coming to see my stream. Sad to tell you I've got to go. Grab your hat and head for the door. In case you didn't notice, there ain't any more. If you liked my stream, tell everyone, but if you think it stinks, keep your big mouth shut. I'm glad you came, but I have to shout adios, au revoir, wiedersehen, ta-ta-ta, goodbye. Get lost, get out. Stream's over, apart from the raid. That's going to be happening about now. Button's been pressed.